Greetings everyone, my name's FlareBlitzed and we've returned back to Bloody Chronicles. We've got 3 different choices here and we will go through each and every one of these throughout my Let's Play, but for now we'll just focus on one story and one story alone. So, as we're looking at the same case that Kaoru is also doing, we're going to be calling her up. Maybe I should call Kaoru to see if she's found anything. I take my cell phone out and start dialing Kaoru's number. Guess she's busy. I hang up and throws myself onto my bed. What are his intentions? And where are the clues? Why can't I find them? Come on, Kazuki, think! I close my eyes and start analysing all the murder cases. A torn chest, heart, blood, message, torture, strangulation, gouged eyes, book, and quotes! Hanging with his hands nailed to the ceiling. Bled to death, map. Freemasonry, the Roman goddess, poison, lilies, the inscription on the sword, message, book quotes, inscription, symbols, a goddess, gods, religions, symbols. The more I think about it, the more tired I became. And as I drift into nothingness, obviously, I gaze upon what I think is the afterlife. My thoughts muddle together, and I suddenly found myself engulfed in darkness. Huh? Am I sleeping? I look down at my hands and see that they're barely visible. Take a look around, hoping to get a better picture of my surroundings. But all I see is darkness, pitch black, empty darkness. Okay, this is kind of spooky, even for a dream. Just then, a hooded figure appears near me. Who the heck could be this guy anyways? Who's that? I attempt to inch closer to see this man's face. Do not be yoked together with unbelievers. What? For what do righteousness and wickedness have in common? What are you talking about? What righteousness? What fellowship can light have within darkness? They have nothing in common. Where there is light, there will always be darkness. What harmony is there between Christ and Belial? Harmony? Christ? Do you mean God? What does a believer have in common with an unbeliever? They both believe. A believer simply believes because he is scared. He seeks proof that there is indeed a greater power out there. An unbeliever, on the other hand, wants to believe. He seeks hope. I'm pretty sure I saw the hooded man smile at my answer. What agreement is there between the temple of God and idols? What? What agreement? You already answered that yourself. Does not be yoked together with unbelievers sounds familiar? For we are the temple of the living God. That line, that's the inscription on the sword. Where'd you know this from? Yikes. The hooded man turns around so that his back is facing me. He then summons 3 statues out of thin air. Miraculously out of thin air. One on the left, one on the right, and one in front of him. A word floats above each statue. I try to read them, but to no avail. What you see here is a 3-syllable name for God, and each syllable represents a different god. The first one stands for Baal. He points to the statue on the left. The second stands for Cadian. He points to the statue on his right. And the third stands for Jehovah, the God of the Bible. I remain motionless, wide-eyed and silent. I'm too bewildered by what I'm seeing to say anything. This name signifies that the God of the Bible and Baal are one of the same, and the same, being different facets of the same God. What does this all mean? Answer me! The hooded figure faces me again. Do you mean to tell me that the Phantom's murder cases murder crimes are all connected to religious gods? Well, you're wrong because we've checked it, and there's no such connection. Only the last victim was some kind of goddess. In response to my comment, the hooded man points his finger at me. I will live with them, walk amongst them, and I will be their god. What? Why are you pointing at me? He suddenly ran towards me and said something incomprehensible. As I struggle to understand what he's saying, he pushes me, and I lose balance and falls backwards. It's just as if I've fallen off a cliff. Gravity's forsaken me as I continue to fall, seeing nothing but darkness. Endless darkness. Ah! I woke in my bed drenched in sweat. What was that? I'm unable to move for a while. After a bit of a struggle, I managed to sit up. What's going on? What was that dream supposed to mean? What's happening to me? I think the phantom case is getting to me. It's even haunting me in my dreams. My phone suddenly rings, breaking me out of my trance. I glance over to see that it's Kaoru calling. Hesitating for a bit, deciding whether I should answer her call or not. I choose the former. Yes?
Kazuki, I hope I'm not bothering you.
Not at all, dearie. No, I'm fine.
You sound awful. Did something happen?
Don't worry. I just had a nightmare, that's all.
I'm sorry for waking you up. But then again, I kind of saved you there, didn't I? Seeing how it was a nightmare.
Yeah, it's like a dream come true. Heh, true. Anyway, what's up?
Since I missed your call earlier, I figured I should call you back. Did you need help with the case?
Oh, right. I was just wondering if you have any new information.
Oh, no. I'm sorry, I don't. I was actually doing some cleaning, and I had to verify something with Aki earlier. I'm about to look at the James files right now.
It's okay. You don't need to apologize.
Right. Sorry, it's just a habit.
And she apologizes again. By the way, the thing that you had to verify with Aki, is it game related?
How did you know?
Because the way you said it sounded a bit weird.
Yeah, I was too embarrassed to say it out loud.
Haha, you shouldn't be. You can tell me anything. Anyway, I've looked through the files, but I was only able to find out that the murderer's shoes size is around 47 to 48.
That doesn't sound like the Phantom at all.
Yeah, this guy's huge. It'd be impossible not to notice him.
True.
I also checked for violent murder cases that may share any similarities to this one, but I couldn't find anything. Even a search via the suspect database proved to be futile. It's hard to tell if the police have been keeping up to date on these cases or not.
I see. Well, in any case, I think we'll need to investigate this further.
Indeed we should. Yeah. I looked at the clock. It's already 5:42 PM. Okay, you're probably busy, so I won't keep you any longer. If you do find something, feel free to give me a call. Then again, we'll see each other at work tomorrow, so you can always wait until then.
Right. See you tomorrow, and have a nice evening.
Likewise. Thanks, you too.
Bye.
Bye. I remained seated in my bed long after my conversation with Carlo has ended. I couldn't stop thinking about that dream. What does that dream mean? Could it be my subconscious trying to tell me something? Did I miss an important detail? What could it be? I'm getting too deep into this. Even my mind's starting to play tricks on me. 3 gods, but all are one. 3 victims, but one. One what? One murderer. Ah! I need to rest. I really need to rest. Sorry. A few hours later, somebody called me again. It's 10 PM. Who could it be? I would pick it if it's Carlo. Maybe she forgot a vital clue or something. I look at my phone. Interesting. It really is Carlo. Hey, Carlo. What is it?
Hey, Kazuki. I'm really sorry for calling so late, but it's kind of emergency.
An emergency? An emergency? Did something happen?
No, everything's fine. Can you meet me at the library tomorrow? I need to ask you something.
Certainly. Sure. What time?
Around 9?
Okay.
Great. I'll see you there.
Okay. Oh, Carlo. Though too late, she hung up already. I wonder what's up. Guess I'll have to wait until tomorrow to find out. Yikers. Sweet dreams without any other hooded people trying to haunt us in our dreams. What's up? I turned off the alarm. I couldn't sleep at all last night. I ended up just lying around in bed and thinking about nonsensical matters. I wonder what news Carlo's got for us. I groan and crawl out of bed. Every part of my body aches with exhaustion. I'm so tired. Still, I promised Carlo I would meet her at the library, so I need to get ready. Something tells me today's going to be another long day. Yikers, it's early. So I doubt anyone else will be here. I wonder if Carlo's already here. I move at a glacial pace. Exhaustion is really weighing me down. I'm feeling even more tired than I usually am. Why am I constantly feeling this way? Carlo, are you here? I see Carlo head deep in a book once I get there. She doesn't even notice my presence. I have no idea what book she's reading, but it looks very old and thick. I stand there for a moment, wonder if she's just reading an excerpt from a book, or waited to see how I'll react to this. No move from her yet? I guess she really doesn't know I'm here. I have to admit, she looks quite lovely like this, all peaceful and immersed in a book. Come to think of it, I've never seen Carlo like this before. She looks so happy right now. Maybe I shouldn't disturb her. But she asked me to come here for a reason, right? I guess I have no choice. I don't want to scare her, so I'll just call her name as softly as I can. Carlo? Carlo looks up, meeting my gaze, she smiles right away.
Oh, hey Kazuki.
Ah.
Sorry, I wanted to kill some time while I waited for you. I guess I got too engrossed in the book.
Nah, it's okay. I bite my tongue to refrain myself from saying something sarcastic or bizarre in response. I went with something short and polite instead. I'm sorry if I made you wait long. Carlo glances at her watch. It's 9:15 a.m. Closer up with promised meeting time.
It's fine. I used this chance to read up on some stuff, as you can see.
As one can see, huh? Yeah, I'm not a fan of books, which you are fully aware of by now. You seem to really like this place, though.
Hey, it's quiet in here, and unlike you, I like books. I actually have this habit to look for the hidden message behind the text. You know, read between the lines, as they say.
Yep.
It's a necessity, really, since we often need to do that in our line of work.
Yeah.
Besides, I grew up on books. But you already know that.
Likewise, yep. She's right, and I agree with everything she just said. Still, I hate books.
In any case, you're probably wondering why I wanted to meet with you here. I need your opinion on something.
An
Suzumi
opinion,
and Akito are
say?
busy with their paperwork, and I figured since we're working together, it's better to ask you.
Yeah. Oh, okay, so what is it?
It's about the James case. Or more specifically, the bloody message on the floor. M355-4GE-47R417-OR44.
Oh, it's O, not 0? Do you know what it means?
I'm still not 100% certain, but I think I figured it out. This may sound stupid or silly, though.
Why would it sound silly?
Because it's actually quite simple. Child's play, really. And I wouldn't have solved it if it weren't for Aki.
How comes? Wait, what? Aki? Our Aki?
I knew you were going to react this way.
Sorry.
This is going to sound strange, but do you remember that game she wanted us to play?
Yes. War of Ashard or something.
Yes, that one. Anyway, I decided to give the game a try, and overall it's a pretty nice game.
Yeah. While Carlo rumbles on about the game, I try to imagine her playing an online game. I would have loved to see it. I wonder how she looks when she's playing games.
I'm sorry for rambling on about the game. I'm sure you find this to be entertaining, though.
I immediately straightened up and put on a serious face. I'm sorry, I just couldn't imagine you playing a game. I bet it's quite to behold. I tried to hide the smile that's spreading across my face. Carlo lowers her head and fidgets with her hands. After a few seconds, she whispers,
Sometimes I just feel like letting go and having some fun, you know?
Yeah? I didn't mean it like that. I think it's cute, actually. I quickly smile at her. She stares at me, not saying a word. I mean, you know, you're always so serious and focused when you're at work. I don't really know what you're like outside of work, so I can't help but imagine you being all serious and barking commands like, let's get this evil monster and have for players. I love these emoji-like backgrounds. The next thing I know, I'm acting like a commander straight out of a bad B-rated movie in front of Kaoru. Be gone, or something like that. I look back at Kaoru and see that she's trying her best not to laugh.
I'm sorry. I can't hold it in anymore.
See? Now do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I get it now.
Hehe, I told you it's funny.
Thank you. That was quite entertaining. Anyway, back on topic.
Yeah?
The players actually use a bizarre code to communicate with each other in game.
Yeah.
These codes are a mix of letters and numbers, like W8, FF, F4, AFK, 44A, 4U, and who knows what else is in there.
Yeah?
But then it got me thinking, what if the message left at the crime scene is a code like the one in the game? And what if the numbers represent letters or syllables?
Fascinating. I never thought of it that way. I thought that the numbers would represent letters or symbols.
So I split them up into individual letters.
Carlo turned on her laptop and showed me her notes. The document contained all sorts of abbreviations and their translation notes. 4 for what? Wait, and longer abbreviations. Talk to you later. Tomorrow. See you for 6. See you. Okay, you gotta be kidding me. Carlos starts to laugh. I don't know if it's because of what I said or because I choose to read that particular code out of all the others. There's a lot of abbreviation codes. How fun.
Yes. I tried combining different letters together at first, but nothing made sense. So then I started to wonder if each digit meant something.
Yeah.
And they do. For example...
Examples. 3 can mean the same as E. 4, but it could also be A. So I went ahead and tried to decode a message, and this is what I came up with. Carlos scrolls down to the end of the page. My eyes instantly locks onto the translated message like a predator that has just spotted its prey.
M3554G34 7R4170R44 means...
Message for traitor AA. Could he have been in trouble with the gang?
That did cross my mind. However, he's not connected to any gangs. This guy has only been caught and punished for petty thefts.
Yeah, you're right. What could the message mean? What if it was actually left for someone else? Oh, that's it. Carlo turns to me with a slightly bewildered expression on her face. That's very, very bewildered. I kind of shouted it, didn't I? I must have scared Carlo a bit.
What do you mean?
James is just an ordinary gardener with minor misdemeanors like stealing. He's not involved in any serious crimes, nor is he connected to any gang groups, right? Carlo remains silent and nods in agreement. She listens very close to what I say. He meets a girl and they got engaged, but decide to live together, but shortly afterwards he is found murdered at his own home. And according to his fiancée, nothing was stolen. This could only mean that the message was not meant for James.
The message was for the fiancé.
Exactly. I suspect that she's connected to some gang or criminal group.
I see your point. However, isn't it a bit far-fetched for her to kill James just because she wanted to break away from the gang?
A sinister smile spread across my face. What if it wasn't just because she wanted to leave the gang?
Go on.
Okay, imagine that you're the fiancé. You often hang around with shady guys and you know all their dirty secrets, their hidden places, what they do, and where they go. And after a while, you're tired of your low-class status. You want more. You want to change your life, but in order to do that, you need...
money.
Precisely. I'm positive she did it. She meets James and finds out he used to be a thief. She seduces him so that he would do anything for her. And he does. He breaks into some gang's territory and steals whatever it is that she requested he steal for her.
But their little charade backfired. The bad guys found out she did it and tracked her down. They decided to make an example out of James to show her what would happen to her if she doesn't return the stolen item to them.
Precisely. The message was really meant for the fiancé. It was a warning. Give back what's ours or you will be next.
Fascinating. What about the AA at the end?
Only one thing comes to my
The
mind.
initials of the killer?
Yes. Somehow I thought of that as well. I smile at her.
We should inform Akito about this right away.
But doesn't Akito and Aki also are AA? There's no time for that. Besides, this is our case. We solved it. We have to present our theory to the police. Bring your laptop. This will also give me a chance to meet General Koya.
You're really getting into this, aren't you?
Oh, I'm just happy we're finally getting somewhere. Let's go. We didn't bother to slow down once we reached the police station. We rushed through the entrance without catching our breaths. The sooner we met Commander Toyama, the sooner we can present our theory. As we reach a bend around a corridor, I suddenly hear a man hollow at us.
Hey, stop! Where do you think you're going?
I didn't have time for this. Listen, My words trails off the moment I see his face. Who is he? I don't know if I've seen him around here before. Why Naniko isn't here? I should probably ask about her. Where is Naniko Manaizi? She can explain everything to you.
She is not here.
Then go call her.
I can't. She was moved to a different department.
Huh? What?
I don't know the details.
Oh great, and they put this newbie on her place. Just amazing. A rookie, huh? Ugh, this is going to take a while to explain. You're new here, aren't you? A look of surprise crosses the officer's face, but that is quickly overshadowed by a disapproving frown. I haven't seen you around here before, so I figured you're new here. Okay, here's the short story. We're detectives and we work for the police department from time to time. In other words, we have clearance here, so there's no need to sign us in. Can I go now? I'm kind of in a hurry. I don't bother to hear his reply. I turn around and start walking away. I signal Carlo to go ahead, but she stays where she is, looking a bit unsure. The police officer recovers from his confusion and quickly follows after me.
Hey, wait a minute!
He yanks on my arm and pulls me back.
I don't know who you are, but you can't just come in here like that. I need to verify your ID and get you signed in before you can go anywhere. These are the rules.
Jeez, what a persistent guy. I guess I'll have to tell him who we are. I can't be pushed the police officer's hand away. I just told you we're in a hurry, but if you must verify our identities, then here's my ID. As you can see, I am this and she is that. We are detectives from Igrasil. I didn't bother to explain things in full details earlier because, well, I thought even a rookie like you would have heard of us, or at least been informed about us by a superior. The police officer stares at my card and then back at me. It's obvious that he's in disbelief, probably wondering how in the world am I a detective. Then, a barely audible voice, he utters a reply.
21 years? What?
Time's running short, please excuse us. The younger officer lowered his head and his face blushes with embarrassment.
But I can't just let you in. I have to abide by the rules here.
I roll my eyes and continue on ahead. The police officer quietly follows us. A few steps in a corner turn later, I spot the commander reading up some documents near the end of a document. Mr. Toyama! Commander Toyama looks up from his papers and gazes in our direction. He looks at the three of us and smiles.
Oh, why it's our young devoted detectives.
Indeed.
Commander! I tried to stop them, but this man insisted that they must speak with you immediately, sir.
Don't worry. They've already helped us with several cases, so they're well known here.
Yeah.
In fact, we see them here so often, most of us don't even pay attention to them and just let them strut about the place.
The police officer looks slightly embarrassed as the commander laughs joyfully at his own
We
comment.
need all the help we can get, especially with the current crimes.
Furthermore, these young folks do a superb job when solving the cases.
Yes, Commander. I'm sorry.
After these words, the young officer left us alone with Commander Toyama. With that said, let's go down to business. So what's the problem? It's not a problem, Commander. It's the opposite. We're confident that we've solved the James murder case, which was one of these cases attributed to the Phantom. I see the police officer's eyes widen with surprise. The commander smiled slyly, then frowns. You do seem very confident. You sure of this? Yes, Commander. Well then, go to the internal office. I'll send over the person in charge of the Phantom case. Tell him what you have. Are you referring to General Koya? Yes. Right. Thank you, Commander. Koya. I wonder what he's like. Oh, and one more thing. Koyama, isn't it? Yes? Thank you for your help. Chills run up my spine when the commander thanked me. I gratefully bowed in return. He smiles and turns his attention to Kaoru. Hello, miss. He says these words with great respect and then bowed, as he always did, out of respect for her family. Koyama flushed a bit and also bowed.
Thank you, Commander.
After that, we headed over to the internal office together and waited for the general to arrive. I just started to get lost in thought when the door suddenly opens and a man enters.
Hello, I'm General Akito Koya. I'm in charge of investigating the Phantom case. I heard that you have something interesting for me.
Yes, we do. We have managed to decipher the mysterious message left behind the James murder scene. And thanks to this information, we can safely say that this case is not connected to the Phantom at all. General Koya's face remained blank. He didn't show any reaction to what I've just said, not even a twitch. Is he not interested or what?
You may continue.
Yes, my colleague managed to decipher the message thanks to a particular incident. Most of the information is stored here on her laptop, if I may show it to you, General.
Feel free.
I pulled out Koya's laptop and turned it towards General. Then asked Koya to provide an explanation as to how she managed to decipher it.
And this is why we concluded that this murder is simply a vendetta within the gang circle, and is not in any way associated with the other murders.
After we finish, General Koya leans back in his chair and thinks for a moment. His poker face gives no hint as to what he may be thinking. Is this guy even taking us or any of us seriously at all? Just as I thought crosses my mind, the General picks up the phone and issues an order.
Tell Smith to find everything we know about the fiancée of Jesse James Jr., son, Elizabeth Kay. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Where she's from, her family, friends, who she was dating, etc. And do it now.
Interesting. He really does know what he's doing. He hangs up the phone and faces us once more.
Well done. As soon as we get some information, we will share it with you.
Thank you. In fact, one of our colleagues is currently working with your officers. His name is...
All right. Mr. Muscle.
Kaoru and I exchange puzzled looks with each other. Brother, did I hear him right?
Mr. Muscle?
Kaoru repeats it, trying her best not to laugh.
Well, it's a nickname. People here tend to call him that. I'm not going into details why, but let's just say he knows how to make an entrance.
Akito? Carlo and I exchange looks once again, except this time it's a look of pure amusement. Oh, he sure does. It's so him.
Sad but true.
Well, thanks for your time, General. I think we will be leaving now. We get up and head towards the door.
Oh, well, we can send you all the documents as well, if you like. Perhaps you'll be able to track down the perpetrator before we do.
He smiles. It is not an earnest smile at all. It's clear he doesn't trust us. Well, the feeling is mutual. I smile back. Thank you for your offer, but that won't be necessary. Out of the corner of my eye, I notice Carlo throwing a surprised look my way. This case is not linked to the Phantom, and with all due respect, we would like to keep our focus on the Phantom. We want to be the ones to catch him.
I see. Interesting point.
He comes up to me and offers to shake my hand. I take it, and that's what he gives me. That's when he gives me a hard stare and a weary smile.
We'll see about that, kid.
You bet. We continue to stare at each other. The atmosphere in the room suddenly feels gloomy and heavy. There's definitely rivalry between us.
Around.
Yeah, see you too, General. And thank you for helping as well, Miss Moriyama. We'll never underestimate the potential of a Moriyama family.
Oh, no need to thank me. We're just doing our job.
Quite. General Koya still stands and looks at... Okay. You can go now. Take care. I stop to stare at the sky once we're outside the building. There are still 4 murders left. Well, at least the first case is taken care of. From here on out, things should go smoothly without a hitch. Still, I have a feeling that this is just the beginning. More turmoil lies ahead. Turmoil, no. It's going to get worse with Igrasil, isn't it?
What are you thinking about, Kazuki?
Oh, nothing serious. Carla gives me a dubious look. It's obvious she's not going to let me off the hook this time. Well, I was just thinking that we have 4 more cases to go.
Yes. That's good. It means we're getting somewhere.
Yeah, at least I hope we are.
By the way, what did you think of General Akiak?
He's definitely different from how I imagined him to be.
Is that a good thing?
Let's just say he's better than I thought.
Oh, so he did impress you?
I didn't say that.
No, but it shows on your face.
Yeah, right. I've got a poker face, remember? It's hard for people to read me.
Not really, Kazuki. Did you not see General Akiak back there? I couldn't tell what he was thinking at all. Compared to him, you're like an open book.
Maybe because you see him on a day-to-day basis? Whatever, let's go back. I walk on ahead, feeling a bit unsettled about General Koya. I don't know why, but I have a strange feeling that Koya is hiding something from us. I get in the car and notice that Kayu is suddenly talking on the phone. Suzumi probably called, since we didn't report her yet. She'll want the full details from us later. I look at Karu the minute she gets in the car.
It was Suzumi. She was checking to see if we found out anything.
And what did you tell her?
Just the basics. I told her we'll tell her everything once we arrive back at headquarters.
Yup, we will.
Of course we will. Like you said, it's our case.
Indeed it is. You don't need to use my words against me. Hee. She smiles at me, clearly happy to get the last word.
Anyway, Suzumi said that everyone else is already there.
Nice. Oh, great. The entire team?
Anyway, Suzumi said that everyone else is already there.
What? Oh, great. The entire team?
Yeah, why?
What the hell just happened there? It was just like a sense of deja vu. What? Of course it's going to be the case of going with her. Why wouldn't I want to go with her? Go with her. Oh, it's nothing. Kaoru eyes me suspiciously.
It's Akito, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what he's like. He's going to complain about how I kept him out of the loop by not telling him anything, and how I should have told him right away since he's our contact link with the police.
Yeah. Although, I did ask you beforehand if we should tell Akito or not.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, let's go. I start the car and drive back to Igrasil headquarters, all the while lamenting the moment when I'll have to face Akito. Ugh.
Is something wrong?
We should have gotten something to eat. I'm starving.
Seriously? I just realized it now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kazuki, you can always order something and have it delivered here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I just prefer to eat at a restaurant. Ugh, let out another groan as Kaoru gets out of the car.
Let's go. It's getting late and we still have to update the others on our progress for today.
Yes. Alright, sheesh.
Stop whining. Now I'm getting hungry too, thanks to you.
Wow. I begrudgingly step out of the car and trail after Kaoru. I'm not whining. Why am I so hungry? Kaoru insists we should hurry because everyone is waiting for us. I wasn't happy about this at all. And not because I'm hungry. Well, okay, maybe a little. I stop right at the door and open the door.
Everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Kaoru. I missed you.
Aw, and Kazuki, you didn't...
Oh, Aki.
Hey, Kaoru. Glad to see you've made it back alive.
What?
Thank you.
Yo! Okay, where are you hiding, Kazuki?
Oh, he's right behind me. Somewhere.
He asks about me right away. I can just stand outside the door contemplating whether I should make a run for it, or just take Akito's complaints like a man. While I struggle with this, I decide to listen in on their conversation.
Anyway, we bought some food for you guys. Well, actually, we bought dinner for ourselves and left some for you guys.
Aww.
Really? You guys got us food?
Yeah, it's on the table.
Thank you. I'm starving.
What? Did someone say food? I step into the brief room and see Kaoru getting ready to
You
eat.
hear, Kazuki? They left some food for us. Wasn't it nice of them?
Yeah, I did. And I'm glad for it, too, because I'm starving.
Hello, Kazuki.
Oh yeah, hi.
I know it's hard for you to multitask right now, Kazuki, but could you at least say hi to everyone?
Indeed. I tried to come up with a sarcastic remark to counterattack Suzumi, but I'm far too hungry to think of anything. Hi, everyone.
Just go eat.
Wait a second!
Huh? Akito gives me a death stare. This is what I was afraid of. Here it comes.
You traitor!
Hey, come on. That's a little harsh, don't you think?
No!
Whoa, scary.
Oh, well, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Why are you acting like this?
Why? Am I too dazzling for you?
Jeez, stop kidding around, Kazuki. You should have let me in on it. You know I'm working with the police. You could have asked me to take care of it. Or at least let me tag along.
Oh, relax. It's nothing personal. Don't be so upset, Akito. We were in a hurry, and I really wanted to see what General Korea was like, so I didn't have time to tell you. Akito looks at me straight in the eyes. It's obvious that he's still upset.
Fine, but I'm still angry.
Oh well, I'll survive.
Kazuki,
What?
can you try to be mature about this?
Suzumi's comment really shocked me. I never expected anyone to say those words to me, nor did it ever occur to me that I was behaving like a child in this situation. At least not until now. Maybe she's right. I went too far. Akito has every right to be mad at me. I'm sorry.
Whoa, I totally wasn't expecting that.
Aki's right. I didn't expect to hear you say that, Kazuki.
Gave Kaoru a cold stare. She's already done eating and is now innocently staring back at me.
What? Don't look at me like that.
Next time, I'm going along with you.
Of course you are. I go over to the table and start unpacking the food.
I think that might not be such a bad idea.
Huh? What?
You heard me.
Yeah!
Whatever. I doubt that day will ever come anyway. I don't bother to answer. I need to concentrate on appeasing my stomach right now. I started eating the food laid out in front of me.
Oh, and by that, I mean you'll be working with Akito from now on, Kazuki.
Oh dear, I almost choked my food. What?
Do I really have to repeat it?
Oh god, no, why? I glanced at Akito, he grins back at me, absolutely eccentric about the news. Just great.
Oh, are you done eating, Kaoru?
Yes, thank you again for the food.
So, Kaoru, can you tell us now what you both managed to find out? I'll let Kazuki finish up his meal while you explain it.
Certainly, but it's going to take a while.
Don't worry about it. By the way, Big Bro will be driving us home after we're done.
Hey, what am I, some kind of taxi driver or something?
Oh, come on, Big Bro. Don't tell me you don't want to help three lovely ladies like us out. Be a gentleman.
Aki winks at Akito. I quickly chew on my food to refrain myself from laughing. Meanwhile, Kaoru tells them everything as I munch away on my food. I wonder what will we work on next. Once we're sure, the other cases will be interesting to deal with. After I finish eating, I lean back in my chair and let my mind wander off. But instead of thinking about the cases, I end up daydreaming and thinking about the house chores lined up for me at home. Sorry.
Hey, Kazuki!
Hello.
Hello? Kazuki?
The room is suddenly quiet. I snap back into reality thanks to the silence and realise that everyone's staring at me. Huh?
Kaoru updated us on everything. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, it's good. I mean, Carlo pretty said it all. There's nothing else to add.
Right. You weren't even listening.
Why bother asking me if you guys know why knew I wasn't listening?
Oh, Kazuki.
Yeah.
Forget it. I won't even comment on that.
See, I'm not the only one daydreaming here. Not that I was daydreaming earlier.
Yeah.
I just meant that sometimes I do.
Seriously, Big Bro. At least Kazuki admitted he was daydreaming.
Yup.
I know, right? Shame on you, Akito.
Unfortunately, Akito's more prone to making up weird excuses just so he can avoid punishment.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not entirely true.
Yeah, it's only 99% true.
Sis, can't you back me up for once?
No. While I sit here and listen to this bizarre conversation, a thought suddenly dawns on me. Wait, how come you guys were all here? I mean, do you guys have tasks to attend to? Or were you just waiting around for us?
That's a good question.
That's right. When I called Suzumi, you guys were already here.
Yes, we were having a discussion about something.
About what? Oh, did you guys figure out something too?
Yep, I sure did. I mean, we did.
And so we proceed to tell us that the police received a report yesterday about a guy named Gao, who got shot around the same time. Suzumi and Aki discovered that Peter was associated with a guy named Uziya. Uziya was involved in money laundering and knew Peter, but then they discovered later on that Gao and Uziya are actually the same person. Wow, that's an interesting twist.
Indeed.
Ha! See, you're not the only one doing a good job here.
Akito, stop being so smug. Oh, so did this Gao Uziya? I don't know which name to refer him by, so who shot him?
Or why?
He told
Why?
the police that he was assaulted and that the perpetrator had a mask.
But can you get to the point?
How do you know there's more?
Because you said you guys were discussing this, so obviously had more to go on.
Ooh, good one, Mr. Obvious.
Well done, Aki. Oh, I can't wait for this day to be over.
Peter gets murdered, and as soon as the investigation gets underway, Uzar happens to get shot. We concluded that it's just too coincidental.
I agree, and...
We also found out that Peter was defending Usano in court.
Okay, so I guess his name is actually Uzar.
So Peter was his lawyer.
He was charged with extortion, but thanks to Peter, all charges were dropped.
And then all of a sudden, our lawyer was found having been strangled to death.
Yeah, but first, someone cut off 3 of his fingers.
Oh, right.
We thought it was odd because this just seems more like an act of torture. Even asphyxiation with a bag full of helium ensures a slow death for the victim.
Yep.
And so we came to a conclusion.
Good grief. Are they doing this on purpose or what? Can't one person just tell the whole story?
That Usano hired some hitmen to kill Peter because he knew too much.
But the guy who was supposed to kill Peter didn't do it right away.
The hitman used extreme torture on Peter to force him to spill all of Uzar's secrets.
And
Ouch.
Peter told him everything.
This does make a lot of sense.
And so Ozero got shot as a result?
Yes, we believe that the hitman responsible for murdering Peter was blackmailing Usano.
Oh dear.
Apparently negotiations didn't work out, therefore Uzar got shot.
We're suspecting that Usano probably attempted to get rid of the hitman too.
That's it in a nutshell. Now all we need is some concrete evidence to support our theory.
Amazing. Great work, guys.
Yeah, it's a really solid theory.
Thanks.
Yakers. Sorry
Thanks
about
for the
that.
compliment, man.
Nah. So we can eliminate this murder case from the Phantom's crime record then.
Pretty much. However, it's still too early to say. We still need some proof.
Don't worry about it. Let the police handle it.
I know we should focus on the Phantom case first, but we still need one more piece of evidence before we can put this case away for good.
Sounds good to me, Suzumi.
Look at the work you had to do for the James case. You decrypted the message and figured out it was carried out by the gang over a personal vendetta. Furthermore, you were able to figure out the perpetrator's initials.
Suzumi's right, Kazuki. I want to work on a Phantom case as much as you do, but it's our duty as detectives to find proper evidence and solve cases the right way.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Looks like I can't convince you guys to drop this one. Suzumi smiles at me, I lean back in my chair and crosses my hand. I look at the time. It's already 5:27 PM. So what now?
I guess Akito, and you can start looking into the professor's case. I want Kaoru to help me finish up the lawyer's case.
Sounds good to me. Jeez, I'll have to deal with the siblings now. I can feel a migraine coming on.
I guess no one here has any objections. That's good. I consider this meeting to be adjourned.
Hey!
Suki, stop whining.
That's harsh, Suzumi. Suzumi's remark makes everybody laugh. Heh.
Don't worry, mate. It'll be fine.
I thought you were angry with me, mate.
That I am. But being your friend and all, I'm willing to put it all behind me.
Akito winks at me. I resist the urge to groan. Oh, that's great.
Right? Let's go.
Yes. Thank you for your hard work, everyone.
Sheesh. Sure, so what about tomorrow's meeting?
Guess we can meet here around 9:30 first. Then we'll decide where to go from there.
Alright. So close and yet so far. I need a rest. A rest at the HQ? Or do you just decide to go home and then have a rest? Another day, another dime. The phone call wakes me up. Am I late again? Look at my phone to see who's calling. Why is Suzumi calling me at this time? Hey Suzumi, it's unusual for you to call this early. What's going on?
Sorry for waking you up, Sleeping Beauty, but the Phantom's back.
What? My muscles tense up the minute I hear those words. The time has come. The Phantom strikes again. I'll be there in a minute.
No, wait for us. I'm coming with Kaoru to pick you up. Akito and Aki are already on the way, so they'll meet us there.
Okay, alright.
I'll be at your place in a couple of minutes.
Wait, Suzumi.
Yes?
Who's the victim?
Natsugunichi, a 49-year-old firefighter.
Yikes. Okay, see you soon.
Yeah.
A firefighter, huh? There must be a reason he targeted these people. Come on, Kazuki. What do they have in common? A teacher, scientist, psychologist, and now a firefighter. Public sectors. Think, Kazuki. What is the first thing that comes to your mind? No, that's not it. We're all work with people. No, not that. Then it has to be their occupations. A teacher educates others. A scientist scientific discoveries. Helps people. Rescues people. They help people. Teachers help people passing down knowledge. And scientists make discoveries that will help others medically, culturally, and more. They all contribute to society in one way or another. Could this be the reason? If I think along these lines, then there are plenty of occupations involving helping people: a doctor, a surgeon, police officer, lifeguard, legal registrar. I may have to give this more thought. The sound jolts me out of my thoughts. Ah, oops, I forgot Suzumi's waiting for me. Hey, I'm really sorry, I'll be right there. Just give me a minute.
Alright.
I got too absorbed in my own thoughts again. Great, I don't even have time to eat my breakfast now. Oh. I quickly get dressed, race down the stairs, and runs out of the car where Suzumi and Kaori await. Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god, Kazuki.
What? I've already apologized on the phone.
It's not that. You look horrible. Not only are you late, you didn't even do your hair.
I was out of time.
Did you eat breakfast?
No.
What were you doing all this time?
Thinking.
Ugh, you're unbelievable, Kazuki.
Kaori simply glances at me and smiles. Suzumi steps on the gas and speeds off. I swear I heard the tires screech when she took off. Whoa. I look over at Kaori. She seems unaffected by the crazy speed. Is it just my imagination, or are we going really fast here?
Hey, Kazuki. You okay back there?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just hungry. I didn't expect to get up so early, so you know.
I don't think any of us ever expects you to wake up early.
True. Suzumi takes another sharp turn. Again, I hear the tires screech. I survey Kaori again. No reactions whatsoever. Interesting. Maybe I'm being overly sensitive. So where are we going now? Oh, and where is that
A
exactly?
few kilometers behind the police station.
I see. Phantom. What did you conjure up for this time?
We're
For
almost
us.
there. I can see the crowd control barriers from the police.
Yeah. Suzumi drives past the barrier tapes and an officer comes up to stop us. I'm sorry, but the road is temporarily closed.
Suzumi Miso. We're from Igrasil.
Ah, Detective Misao. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you. Okay, you may pass. Hey guys, move the barrier so they can go in.
Thanks.
No problem. Good luck. We see Aki speaking with police officers as we arrive at a house.
Hey, Aki. Oh,
Hello.
Hey everyone!
so what's the situation?
I was just speaking to the police officers to see if they have any leads or evidence. Unfortunately, they only have a testimony from the victim's wife for now.
I see. And Akito?
He's upstairs taking pictures.
General Koya, are you somehow involved in this?
Nice move.
Yep.
By the way, why do you guys think it's the Phantom's work this time?
Because the Phantom's murder crimes often consist of unusual activity.
What did you mean?
His wife is alive.
What? His wife was present at the time of crime?
Yes. She even was attacked by the Phantom, or should I say, rendered unconscious by him.
Ouch. Why didn't you tell me any of this? Kaori and Suzumi exchanged a look before looking back at me.
Didn't ask.
Damn, they did have a point. I did only ask about a victim.
Besides, we figured you'd want to find out the details yourself.
Yep. Fair enough. So is there anything else I should be aware of?
Let's see. The victim is a 49-year-old firefighter, Matsuo Genichi. Cause of death at the present moment is unknown. His wife,
Wait, what? What do you mean by unknown?
it's hard to explain. His wife found his body in one of the rooms, gagged and tied to a chair. Oh, his eyes are all red too. In fact, his whole body is in terrible condition, all battered up and stuff.
He might have been heated up. Internal combustion.
So the Phantom probably rendered Matsuo's wife unconscious by using isoflurane, or something similar. After she woke up, she went upstairs to check on her husband and found his body. She called the police straight away.
Yikes.
Interesting.
And unusual.
I think it's disturbing. It's not normal.
I agree, it isn't normal. Why did he spare Matsuo's wife? This doesn't make any sense.
Maybe because she wasn't the target.
She wasn't worth killing?
Still, why take the risk? Was it easier just to... Okay. Suzumi and Kaoru ponders on the idea for a moment.
Are you okay, Aki?
Yes. I'm sorry. We're talking about a woman that just lost her husband.
She lowered her head. We stayed like that for a while. We didn't know what to say. I cast Aki a solemn look. I see your point, Aki, but we won't gain anything by mourning with her. We need to figure out why the Phantom did this.
Yes. So we can stop him from doing it again.
Yeah.
I know this is tough for you, Aki. but you can't let your emotions interfere with your work.
Yep.
Remember, you're a detective and you have a job to do.
I know. I'm sorry.
It's hard to do.
That's better. Now let's go catch this guy.
Suzumi winks at Aki, and Aki gratefully smiles back.
Alright, let's go.
This is why girls shouldn't be detectives. Oh dear.
His wife was here?
I don't know the full details, only bits and pieces of what I found out from the police. So, according to the police, it's most likely the Phantom attacked her from behind. She recalls waking up on the couch.
I took a quick look around the room. Interesting. Do they live alone? Any kids?
Yes, only the couple lives here. They have one son, but he moved out a long time ago.
Akito's already upstairs, right?
Yeah,
Do you know if he took pictures of this section of the house?
I think so, but I'm not sure.
Well, tell him to do that then. Let's go see Akito.
Good idea. We can decide what to do later.
As we reach the top of the stairs, we see Akito taking pictures of a few artifacts in certain parts of the house while talking with some guy.
Hey, big bro!
Akito turns around and waves at us.
You guys finally arrived, huh? Wait, don't anyone move.
Huh? What are you doing?
Akito picks up the camera, zooms in, attempted to take a shot of us.
Yes, that's good. Now, try to look dangerous.
This is not a joke. I cringed. I'm pretty certain that we all have dubious looks on our faces right now. Something along the lines of, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, that's perfect.
I can't believe you just took a group photo of us. And right in the middle of a crime scene, no less.
Indeed, it's just disgraceful. I kind of knew he'd do something like this.
What? Come on, this is our first real crime scene. We need to capture this moment.
I don't know what to say, big bro.
Neither do I.
Hey, you guys will thank me for this later. Trust me.
Yes, and we remember that this is our first crime scene, which is very fresh.
I thought you were taking pictures of the crime scene.
I am. I'm multitasking.
Yeah. He smiles gleefully at us. Nothing seems to dampen his mood. I can't help but sigh at his enthusiasm.
Anyway, come over here, guys. The technicians have already finished collecting evidence and taking photographs.
I'm pretty much done here too.
Do we really need to see the corpse?
I
Yes.
thought you're used to it.
I doubt that I'll ever be used to it.
You have a job to do. We'll head over to the room where Akito stands. Ugh, what a stench.
I know. I guess it's a good thing the smell doesn't reach downstairs.
What's that?
We're not sure. It's probably just his body.
I think you are wrong. It is too early for his body to stink like that. Wait, you said we?
I meant the technicians and myself.
I'm not surprised that Akito doesn't know.
What's the cause of death?
We don't know yet. However, I think you guys should take a look at this. Come closer.
Akito goes inside and inches closer to the firefighter's body. We follow as close as we can. Oh. The firefighter is tied to a chair just as Aki said, and his eyebrows are crimson red. His throat is all bruised up too, and looks like a ball was inserted into his mouth, then sealed with a tape, and on top of that is a cross?
It's no ordinary cross. It's an iron cross.
So?
Kazuki.
It's an award for bravery.
That's really...
Messed up? Yeah, I know.
Akito then turns to the technician he spoke with earlier and motions him to come in.
Okay, we should move aside for a bit.
Oh, what for?
The technician's going to take it out.
Take what out?
There's an object in his mouth. Some kind of weird ball. I want it taken out.
Are you crazy? Why would you want to take that out?
Maybe it's a vital clue, Aki.
Because we need to. And who knows? It could be a vital clue.
Precisely.
Well,
He's right. We should have it extracted.
It definitely looks peculiar. And I'm sure the Phantom placed it there for a reason.
We stepped away as the CTS came over to the corpse's body. Crime scene technician. Okay, first I'm going to pull out this iron cross. Hey Akito, does this medal belong to a firefighter?
I believe so. There's even a newspaper clipping with a photo of him receiving the award.
That's nice. Akito points at a wall. I looked to where he's pointing and found the said newspaper clipping framed and hung on the wall for all to see. Oh, nice. Something about this wall doesn't seem right. I may have to inspect it later. I turn my attention back to the CST, crime scene technician, just as he's about to take out the black ball. It's really jammed in there. Ah, the technician pulls the ball with force. After a few tugs, the black ball finally pops out and triggers a green gas to be discharged from deep with it. Oh gosh. What the?
Oh no!
Watch out!
The technician's cheek turns red and swollen as soon as the gas touches him. Gosh, he falls onto the ground. Yikes. Now, it's definitely a trap. And definitely something that was placed there on purpose. Kaoru quickly turns to one of the officers standing on the side.
Some water! Now!
Everyone, stay back!
None of the officers move. They're all too stunned by the horror happening before their eyes to listen to Akito or Kaoru.
Get water now!
One of the officers snaps out of shock and immediately runs downstairs to fetch
I need
water.
your help, Kazuki. We need to get the technician out of here. Cover your face and don't breathe in any of the gas.
Yep. I pull the shirt over my lips and nose and quickly head over to the collapsed CST with Akito. Don't worry, we've got you. We carry him out of the room as fast as we can. Then we gently prop him up against the wall in the hallway. Aki rushes to our side holding a bowl of water and a tea towel.
Here, take it.
Aki, I didn't even notice she'd left the room to get water.
Great job, Aki. Lay him down on the floor, guys.
We did as Kaoru instructed and immediately she splashes water on the CST's face and starts soaking the tea towel in water.
Then we'll call for an ambulance.
I'm on it.
What was that gas just now?
I believe it was chlorine gas.
That's what I thought.
No way. So we could probably figure out the actual happenings of how the firefighter was murdered in this case. I can only stare at the others back in shock. My brain is still trying to process what happened in the room earlier. This can't be happening. Did the Phantom leave a trap for us? General Koya. We could have died. The Phantom, he's insane. It burns.
Don't worry, everything will be fine. Luckily, it was not a big dose, so your life isn't in any danger.
Yes. Your eyes will be okay, too.
Thank you.
Don't mention it.
Do you think it's still dangerous in here? In there?
I don't think so. Most of the gas should have already been released. So there shouldn't be much left in the body. If there's any left, that is.
Mm-hmm.
Still, it's better if everyone stay away from that room for now.
Akito looks at one of the police
Don't
officers.
let anyone get near Matsuo's body, or even that room. Got it?
The officer slightly flinched. Yes.
The ambulance is on the way. I've also informed the commander. He said he sent the forensics team over with some biohazard suits. Maybe we should wait for them.
Yup. Yes, good call.
Okay, let's take him downstairs.
Alright, can you stand up? I think so. Okay, let's go.
Try to keep this tea towel pressed on your eyes for now.
Right, thanks. We slowly assist the CST downstairs and then we carefully lay him down on the couch in the living room. Afterwards, we all sat down to wait for the ambulance.
Is he really not in any danger?
Chlorine gas is dangerous for the eyes, but a small dose like that isn't lethal enough to do any harm.
Mm-hmm.
I see. Thank God.
So I guess we'll have to wait a bit before we can re-enter the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But what about the firefighter's body?
The forensic team will probably seize it, so chances are we won't be able to examine it.
That's fine. There wasn't much to look at anyway. Besides, I've got all the evidence here in my trusty camera.
Nonetheless, I think we need to focus on the reason behind the Phantom's murders, not just the way he commits them.
I agree. We need to switch our gears and find out his motives.
And figure out who may be his next victim.
Exactly.
By the way, does anyone have any idea on how much chlorine gas was in there?
No clue.
Sorry, but it looks like we'll have to wait for the autopsy to find out.
So what's the plan then? We can't just sit around here and wait for something to happen.
True. What's the plan, boss?
Akito and Aki, you two will stay here. You were here before us, so you would know more about this case and what needs to be verified.
Gotcha.
Right.
Kaoru, I need you to help me close the lawyer case for good.
Okay.
And as for you, Kazuki, we made an agreement that you'd work with Akito, remember? So don't let me down.
All right.
Hey, you make it sound like I wanted it. The ambulance arrives and Hudley takes the CS technician to the hospital. The Biohazard division arrives right afterwards. They secured and took the body of a firefighter, then they checked the room just to be sure there's no other booby traps arranged. Biohazard member, everything is clear. We didn't find anything suspicious, so you can go back there.
Thank you.
There's no need to thank us. We're just doing our job. In any case, be careful.
We will.
Okay, we'll be leaving then.
Okay, Akito, Aki, and Kazuki. We're leaving it up to you three. Don't forget to take note of everything. After all, you guys know how important this case is.
Indeed it is. Okay, we're going to finish up for today, folks, so thank you so much for watching, and we'll see each other in the next time of Bloody Chronicles. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and as always, take care of yourselves.